if separated at birth and one taken to New Zealand, another taken to Timbuktu, there will be two different individuals. Genetics, we still teach. We still say genetic engineering. We still say we do stem cells and put them inside. The man who started doing stem cells, professor of cell biology in the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Very interesting. So he today has become a sannyasi. He has become an Indian philosopher. Goes around and he has got, his name is Bruce Lipton, Lipton. He has written a book for all of you to read. It is called Biology of Belief. And Bruce was looking at this and Bruce said, my God, every cell is unique. Which means, supposing I want to be unique today when I come here, I want to have a shirt which none of you has. I must know what shirt each one of you is wearing before I come here. So this child which comes first is become unique because it knows all about these children around who are dead or living, now or before. Priori and posteriori. And that comes, Lipton said, when that consciousness tickles the integral membrane protein in the cell membrane. An integral membrane protein is the antenna, like the television antenna. And you and I are like the television screen. We are dancing here, saying I am this, I am that. You know, Philip said he is this, he is that. You know, I was reminded when Philip was reading, I was reminded of the greatest thinker in this world, Goethe. John Johann Goethe, the greatest German thinker, who said, I now know medicine, philosophy, physiology, jurisprudence, and even alas theology from end to end with labor scheme. But here I stand, O fool, with all my load, no wiser than before. Did you understand that? This is all knowledge, man. He is this, he is that, he got this about that, about what is it, Padma Bhushan. This is not a prefix or a postfix. It is just government recognized you, that's all. Many times you can even get it by, you know. So you will be surprised. I was so shocked when the press put my photo. Then I wanted to find out why did I get it, how did I get it. But then I was afraid they may not give it to me. So I kept quiet till I got it in my hand. After I got it in my hand, I applied for an RTA. How did this happen? And I now got, if you want, I will show you the document. I was the only one who was not recommended to anybody. I picked up the committee on the last day. For what reason I don't know. I didn't have my biodata. So this happens in the world. So don't think these are all big things. Don't prefix it. It is illegal to prefix, illegal to write Padma Bhushan B.M. Hegde. Don't write that. Or illegal to write B.M. Hegde Padma Bhushan. It's not a postscript, not a prefix. You can, if you want to write, you can say, okay, he got the Padma Bhushan in awardee in 2010 or whatever. So when you were saying, I was laughing to myself. I said, what a pretty fool am I. But then, that's different now. We come back to Bruce Lipton. You switch on your television in your dining room and you see Hema Malini dancing. Or maybe Padma Subramaniam dancing. Is Padma Subramaniam in their box? No, isn't it? What is there? The energy of Padma Subramaniam's dancing transmitted into the box. So you are not dancing here. In quantum physics, you are not here. It's only your energy that's here. Now I can't get into my hand here. I can't go in. You say, oh, this must be hard, solid. There's nothing solid about it. It's only energy, waves. But why can't I get in? Because the atoms at the tip of my finger and the atoms here repel each other so forcefully that you can't, with any force under the sun, get in. You're all sitting comfortably there. Some of you sleeping. But you are not touching the desk or the bench. Did you know that? There's a thin strip of air there because your bottom's atoms and the bench's atoms repel each other. Fascinating word. It is there, it's not there. You all heard the noise? A huge tree falls in the Amazon forest. There's no noise. There will be vibration in the air, but no noise. Noise requires a perceiver. A perceiver is a perception. And you say, I do research. Oh, I'm doing research on the rat. And I'm doing research on the cat. Yes. But if you do research and your girlfriend does research, same research, the results can be 40% difference because your consciousness, the rat's consciousness, and your pheromones all change the results. So the so-called conventional scientific research of reductionism has no meaning whatsoever. As a matter of fact, there was a professor in Stanford. This man is a very intelligent guy, a Greek chap originally, a mathematical genius. His name is John Ioannidis. John went around saying, oh, what this whole lot of research is written, so many things, papers. He took 6 leading journals: British Medical Journal, Lancet, New England Journal of Medicine, JAMA, and I think one more, I think if I'm not, American Journal of Medicine. For the last 10 years, he researched, tried to replicate the fascinating papers, could not replicate more than 15%, which means 85% of them are fake, fraud, written for various benefits. So many people came. And when John published the data, Stanford didn't want to worry. John was thrown out of Stanford. But John said, okay, doesn't matter. So he went back to his village, Ionia, in Greece. And Greek economy was falling. So he got the little land for a song. He bought an island and built a research lab there. And all brilliant fellows from the world wanted to go and join for research. So Stanford said, no, don't waste your time there, come back. John has come back as distinguished professor in Stanford University.